As we reflect on the past few years of the Strengthening Teacher and Leader Effectiveness Grant, it is clear that we have collectively engaged in work that has challenged and enhanced our thinking and approaches. Most importantly, this work changed how we address the needs of our students and of our educators. The Office of Teacher and Leader Effectiveness strives to facilitate the creation of communities of practice, knowing that for many, the best way to address challenges is with the assistance of others engaged in similar work. To that end, the Toolkit is a compilation of information, tools, and tips shared with and by grantees at the July 2014 convening, Engage, Envision, Elevate, From Initiatives to Systems. This toolkit contains work from national experts, districts across the nation engaging in similar work, and most importantly, tools and resources from our local districts. Through the $83 million Strengthening Teacher and Leader Effectiveness Grant Program, we have seen the impact that educator leadership and career pathways can have on student achievement and educator effectiveness. STLE is serving over 500,000 students in 221 LEAs, representing approximately one-third of the state. Across all 4 grant cohorts, school districts and local unions collaborated to develop programs that focus on various elements of a strategically planned teacher and leader effectiveness continuum, including preparation, recruitment and placement, induction and mentoring, evaluation, ongoing professional development and growth, performance management and career ladders. STLE grantees are leveraging the power of the new evaluation system not as an end in itself, but as a true vehicle for the improvement of effective educator practice and student learning. Through this webinar, you will have the opportunity to learn how to navigate the toolkit and the resources within each of the 6 topical areas. You will be able to view concrete examples of work from other STLE districts, and with these tools, begin to develop a plan for your own classroom, school, or district. We hope that the webinar will offer you a chance to reflect internally as a team and provide you with the resources you can use to provide professional development, as well as provide you with concrete examples of the ways your colleagues have transitioned work done through the STLE grant from initiatives into comprehensive, sustainable systems. The Engage, Envision, Elevate, From Initiatives to Systems toolkit and supplemental resources, including video footage from each conference session, a comprehensive list of all resources, and reflections from the field, are found on Engage New York. To access the toolkit, go to the Engage New York webpage, find the Teacher, Leader, and Effectiveness icon at the top of the page. From the drop-down menu, select Improving Practice. You will now be brought to the Improving Practice landing page. From the Improving Practice landing page, you will find the Engage, Envision, Elevate, From Initiatives to Systems toolkit in the Professional Learning Community Opportunities box on the right-hand side of your screen. From the Improving Practice landing page, you can either access the entire comprehensive toolkit, which will open as a PDF document, or you can access specific components of the toolkit. Each time you navigate within specific components, you will be brought to a new landing page. The toolkit contains resources in 6 topical areas, including developing sustainable career pathways and leadership roles for teachers and principals, systems thinking and evolution of practice, peer observation, approaches and design considerations, enhancing family and community engagement, transformational collaboration, systemic commitment to professional learning communities, and force field analysis. Within each of the topical areas, you will be able to view individual convening presentations in slide deck and video format that provide you with full access to the information that was shared at the convening. In addition, you will find complementary tools, protocols, and templates available in various forms such as PDF, Word, and Excel documents that can be tailored to fit your individual needs. The full toolkit represents a comprehensive collection of work and downloadable resources from national experts, districts across the nation engaged in similar work, and most importantly, tools and resources from our local STLE districts. This includes additional reflections from districts engaged in the work, helpful tips, reflective questions, and suggestions as how to engage in similar work within your own setting. Each time you access a specific component of the toolkit, you will be brought to a new landing page that provides a section title and a bulleted list of associated resources. You may notice that some of the bulleted items are direct hyperlinks while others are in plain text. Those items that are hyperlinked will bring you to an external source. Items that are listed in plain text can be downloaded for use by scrolling down the page to an area called Downloadable Resources. Here you will find each resource posted in a variety of forms including PDFs, Word documents, PowerPoints, and Excel workbooks, allowing you to tailor each resource to your individualized needs. Please note that the landing pages offer a selection of resources related to each topic area, and that you should access the full toolkit for a comprehensive collection of tools and resources. For ease of access, each landing page includes a link for you to return to the complete toolkit. To easily navigate between toolkit components, you will see a purple bar at the top of each landing page. This bar will show you the previous component and the next component within the toolkit. You can use this bar to toggle back and forth to components and their landing pages. Let's look more closely at the specific content of the toolkit. The Developing Sustainable Career Pathways and Leadership Roles section includes tools to aid districts in the process of designing and planning for the implementation of career ladder pathways. It contains information for every stage of the process, including strategies for how to articulate career ladder pathways, objectives, and guidance for establishing design principles aligned with your district's vision, best practices regarding engagement of key stakeholder groups, reflection questions to aid decision-making and monitoring of implementation efforts. You'll find sample teacher leadership roles and responsibilities, information and tips for successful implementation, including sample release time schedules, teacher and principal leader selection rubrics, school readiness surveys, suggested professional development, and models for sustainable funding. Guidance on how to evaluate your program, including short-term progress and long-term goals, and you'll see examples and lessons learned from districts engaged in this work. In addition, this section includes a collection of video reflections and tools shared by the staff at the Greece Central School District. You'll hear and see the specific objectives they set out to reach with career ladder pathways. They outline their team approach, design thinking, and future of innovation. They also describe the journey of challenges, messaging, turning points, and above all, the conviction that this work is a long-term commitment, not a token effort. Let's take a quick look at a few of the resources just mentioned. Within the Developing Sustainable Career Pathways and Leadership Roles section, you will find 1. Criteria that can be used to determine whether a school has systems, structures, and capacity to implement the new career ladder pathways and/or specific leadership roles. 2. Tools and processes which enable an LEA to determine the impact and effectiveness of newly designed and implemented career ladder pathway systems. And 3. Examples of lessons learned from others in the implementation of teacher career ladder pathways and leadership roles. You'll find information from districts that have a career ladder structure in place, representing a variety of approaches being employed nationally. This document also contains a series of lessons learned regarding the design and implementation process and could be used as a reflective tool with members of the district's central office, principals, teachers, and other stakeholders who are responsible for the design and implementation of career ladder pathways. The System Thinking and Evolution of Practice section contains information and basic tools of systems thinking to inform and enhance school improvement efforts. This includes a summary of the habits of systems thinking, reflective tools and questions that uncover the power of mental models and can be used to move towards systems thinking, graphics that can be used in discussion, aiding in the identification of high leverage action steps, and information and tips for successful implementation. Districts across the state are using trained peer observers to support the development of colleagues, both formally and informally. For districts exploring ways in which to incorporate peers into their observation structure, this section provides examples of how districts have approached peer observation, reflection questions to guide decision-making, templates used to collect evidence used to inform professional development, samples of collective bargaining agreements, and background and research supporting the use of peer observation. On the next slide, we will take a closer look at some of the specific resources that are available in the peer observation section of the toolkit. Some examples of the available resources include a video recording of the session presentation from the July 2014 Engage, Envision, Elevate from Initiatives to Systems conference, which contains guidance and explanations as to the process of designing and planning for the implementation of a peer observation component within the evaluation system. Here is a sample math walkthrough form that is used to collect evidence of practice during peer observations. This tool can be adapted and adopted for use within your LEA. And a video on Engage New York highlighting Huntington Union Free School District's walkthrough process. Focus walks are successfully helping Huntington teacher leaders and administrators collect data, analyze educator needs, and inform targeted professional development offerings. Highly effective schools and districts support and promote efforts to create and maintain close relationships with families and community. Teacher leaders can play an important role in family and community engagement initiatives. Highlighted in this section is the work of South Huntington Union Free School District, who is leveraging teacher leaders as parent liaisons and instructional coaches, helping families support their children's learning and strengthening the home-school connection. Resources in this section include, but are not limited to, reflective questions and criteria that can be used to ascertain which types of approaches to family and community engagement might work best, sample newsletters and brochures used to communicate parent engagement opportunities, and an annotated bibliography of further related resources. Additionally, a video is available that illustrates South Huntington's approach to family engagement. Let's take a look at select resources you will find in the Enhancing Family and Community Engagement section. Some examples of the available resources include a video detailing how South Huntington Union Free School District is successfully engaging families as partners in education, and accompanying resources such as a section of the Parent University brochure from the South Huntington's presentation that provides insight into the numerous ways the district is engaging families, and a downloadable action plan document for enhancing family engagement in your own LEA. There is compelling research that validates the work of professional learning communities, or PLCs. The Webster Central School District has invested and fostered in the implementation of PLCs for a number of years. Educators represent a community of professional learners whose members are mutually accountable and work independently to achieve common goals that support continuous growth and improve the learning of each student. The resources in this section were provided by the Webster Central School District and include resources geared towards those at the beginning phase of design and implementation of PLCs, as well as resources meant for those deepening their commitment to existing PLCs. You'll find Webster Central School District core beliefs that help shape the design of PLCs in the district, an overview of Webster's goal-setting process, and sample structures and calendars that allow for collaboration. Let's take a closer look at these resources. You can see here an overview of Webster's mission, vision, and core beliefs that help shape the design of PLCs, a document used to aid in the development of building the foundational elements for their PLCs, and the video-taped presentation from Webster that contains information, explanations, and tools for deepening the work of professional learning communities. Webster's presentation slides can also be found in the downloadable resources on this page. Resources like this can aid LEAs in aligning their intended actions with their district vision, mission, and goals. Purposeful planning can allow for a cohesive yet flexible implementation of professional learning communities that are aligned to both student and staff needs. The final section of the toolkit is focused on force field analysis, a strategic analytical tool developed by Kurt Lewin. This technique of reflection provides a framework for identifying and examining factors that can influence change. A force field analysis diagrams a situation that exists as a set of forces, those that move toward change, driving forces, and those that inhibit change, restraining forces. The resources in this section, including templates and background information, can be used to help districts identify the current state or status quo of their systems and/or initiatives. From there, the force field can be described and analyzed, leading to the development of a strategy that can shift the balance of force to increase the likelihood of the desired change. As you use this resource, we encourage you to look anew at all of your district programs and initiatives. Is your work integrated, comprehensive, and part of a systems approach to talent management? Once you have reviewed the complete toolkit, we encourage you to share the toolkit and its associated resources with your stakeholder groups involved in this work. Identify specific tools and resources that can be tailored to your LEA's unique needs to enhance the work. Provide feedback to the Office of Teacher and Leader Effectiveness on the usefulness of the toolkit, as well as share further resources with the Office of Teacher and Leader Effectiveness so that we, in turn, can share with other LEAs across the state. Ultimately, we hope the toolkit will support you as you continue the crucial work of ensuring that every school in every corner of New York State has the most effective educators working with students every day. A comprehensive approach to this work can help to provide all educators the support they need to reach their full potential, and encourage the most effective educators to build lasting careers in our schools, leading to long-term benefits for our students. NYSED is committed to providing districts and BOCES leaders support as they continue this critical work. Please remember that the Improving Practice landing page hosts a range of information such as ongoing professional development opportunities, resources geared towards growing teachers and leaders, and highlights of STLE grantee activities. We encourage you to provide our office with feedback on these resources to increase its usefulness for you and your peers. We also encourage you to submit additional resources for consideration that could supplement the toolkit and become a further resource for districts across the state. Please contact your STLE coordinator if you have anything you'd like to see considered for use. We will continue to post updated news clips around your STLE initiatives, celebrating your tremendous efforts. Don't forget to send us links to your local media coverage. We'd love to share your stories with the field at large, including through Twitter using the STLE hashtag. We hope you find the toolkit and resources shared through this webinar useful as you continue to transform your initiatives to strategic, systemic work.